All right, so you guys must be excited to get back on the road. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's been nice being home for the past year, but we are really enjoying the few shows we've had, and it's after 20 years. This wasn't a break we needed, but we're really enjoying everything about playing live music, being in front of an audience again. It's wonderful.
I don't know who's more excited for everybody to get back on the road, the people getting back on the road or the people that are going to watch you guys get back on the road.
Yeah, that's really been the best part, is that connection. And it feels like we're new at this again, and everybody's just so excited to be out there. There's like this extra energy that's just, it's exactly what we were hoping for. And I hope the audience feels the same way.
Oh, I'm sure they were. I mean, this will be third time's the charm. What, we booked you last year early in the year, and then we canceled to September, and then we canceled again. So we're crossing our fingers that third time's the charm. And hey, there he is.
Hey, sorry we're late. You know, kids
no
and
worries.
things. Kids and things, man, they really control your life, don't they?
It's weird how not only has the quarantine changed everything, but yeah, your whole life is, okay, I need to be at band practice. Now it's the kids need to be here. And
yeah, it's a new way of thinking. We gotta jump back on the whole working and playing shows and doing interviews thing.
Yeah, I made their lunches for school this morning and realized, we're out of fruit, and we're out of cheese, and we're out of all the things they need for. So that's why I'm in the Costco parking lot. I'm stocking up for a while.
I was
There's
just
a lot of
gonna say
videos in the Costco and Tom Thumb parking lot here recently.
so not only working on kids and family during the quarantine, but obviously you guys have had extra time to maybe make some new music too.
We have. We wrote probably I think a little over 80 songs this year. So you'll only hear about 5 of them, but hopefully you'll hear all of them by 2040. But we were in the studio a few weeks ago. We go back in next week to kind of finish up some mixes, and hopefully once everything's done, we'll get on a schedule to figure out when it's going to be released. But hopefully it'll be soon.
Just in time for FrogFest would be really nice. Yes.
That would be nice. I agree. The sooner the better.
Back to playing some dates, right?
Yeah, we've already been playing a few here and there where we've been able to get the bus to. But yeah, I mean, it's slowly but surely picking back up. So
does it feel different because you've been away for so long?
A little bit, you know. I think that we've never taken this much time off. So after we've kind of, we used to, after taking a couple weeks off, we would get a little nervous because after 2 weeks we forgot our music. But this is like a whole new ball game of trying to get back in the swing of things. But I think that the energy is there from us. The enthusiasm, it feels brand new again. And I think that maybe that we needed a little shot in the arm, you know. The time off was a blessing in disguise in a way for creatively. And I think that we come back to touring and playing music with a new appreciation for what we have and what we do. After 20 years, I wouldn't say that we were jaded. I just think that time tends to make you jaded, you know.
There's a little perspective this last year's given us, for sure. Well, and it was 2 shots in the arm, I think. That's what we got. Literally.
Well, it depends on what kind you got. It could have been 3, right?
Yeah, I think all of us were on the 2-shot path.
Yeah,
yeah.
Most of us.
Honestly, how long were you guys home before there started to be problems with, oh my God, he's home all the time now?
About a week.
Yeah. I do think that over the time, you know, the way that the year went, it was a whole lot of not knowing when we would go back. And so we kind of got to the point where we just kept telling ourselves, you know, just appreciate the time that we have, just appreciate the time we have. And then, you know, once it got to a year, it's like, well, let's just appreciate the money that we still have. Let's just appreciate the money that we still have, you know, like, cause I think that because we didn't necessarily know how long it was going to take before we could get back out on the road. Perspective wise, we really just tried to make sure we made sure we enjoyed the moment, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, this first got started, and who would have thought it would have lasted this long? I mean, it's been a long, and before you came on, Mike, that's what Jonathan was saying. Kind of maybe a much needed break. After 2 decades, don't you guys drive each other crazy once in a while?
All the time. You know, I think that we're lucky in the fact of being able to be on the road this much. We do still like each other. And there comes a point where you put your relationships first. And I think that, you know, we missed being around each other and we missed being on the road with each other. And so, you know, while we did need the break, I don't think that we realized how much that was, how good that was going to be for us in the music.
So you said you wrote a bunch of new music. When can we hear it?
Well, hopefully soon. Like I said, we go back in to finish up some vocals and some guitars next week. We talked with the label yesterday about songs and stuff, but they were talking about whether or not which ones were the singles, etc. It sounds like they're really excited. So hopefully, because of the excitement, maybe that the timeline is sooner than we think. So the goal is you know, this year.
Well, what we have learned over 20 years.
Yeah,
we're not gonna. We've learned over 20 years that you don't want to get on stage and be like, "Oh, we've written all these great songs. We're gonna spend the next hour and a half playing them for you."
Yeah.
You know. So Mike's
We
been
can't
teasing on
sing
stage all these
along.
new songs. Yeah, right. Luckily, we've built up enough songs that have done well on the radio and songs that people know that we've decided we're going to hold off until they're actually kind of released before we start playing, which is tough because we're so excited about this new project, but all in due time.
Just going back through the catalog, you know, it's
crazy.
Just amazing how long these songs have lasted. You know, Crazy Girl, even if it breaks your heart. You know, I mean, those songs are 10 years old and still being played every day on the radio.
We've been really lucky as far as the longevity of our songs and how they've you know, recurrent and being, you know, continuing to be played. We had songs that lasted, and that was a good thing. They weren't flat, you know, a flash in the pan. They really made an impact and have been, you know, really good for our career. And so hopefully, you know, we continue to make those types of choices as far as the songs that we record and write, you know, but only time will tell, you know.
Yeah. So right before the whole pandemic thing started, you guys came out with the Finn's version of Saltwater Gospel. How did that come about?
You know, one of so somebody had a crazy idea about doing some kind of guest vocal on re-releasing that song. That song has kind of a magic to it that we never really were able to put our finger on. Saltwater Gospel, obviously, and we always said was our ode to Jimmy Buffett, you know. And so when we started talking about doing a guest appearance, we said, well, let's shoot for the fences here and see if he's even interested. And he came back right away and said that he wanted to be a part of it, and that he loved the song. And so it happened really fast. Unfortunately, it happened during, you know, at the beginning of COVID. And so not a lot of folks were hanging out at the beach, if you know what I mean. So Saltwater Gospel, you know, that version, you know, didn't get to see a lot of the summer that we hoped, but we were really excited and really pumped to be able to work with Buffett, and we did a lot of Zoom meetings with him, just like this, a lot of Zoom period, but it was good to hang out with him, even if it was over Zoom. So
yeah, now that you say that, I think there was even a video put out that was all you guys on Zoom.
Yeah, there's a few of them, but yeah, it was a little hang that we had with Buffett, but hopefully we'll be able to do it in person sometime soon.
Well, and that's one of those songs that you know, I apologize from the radio standpoint. That is just such a fantastic song. And it just never got the respect that I thought it deserved. And, you know.
Well, we appreciate that. It's, you know, it's one of those tunes. It may not have been a #1 hit, but it made the impact. And you know, sometimes a hit doesn't always mean, you know, that number on the charts, and we know that, and that's always been why, you know, we've always put the song first and not necessarily its chart position. But obviously, we love having hits on the charts. You know, I am not going to discount that for sure. I will say that Saltwater Gospel, even if it wasn't a big #1 for us, it did make a huge impact with our fans and a lot of new fans that didn't necessarily know who the Eli Young Band was until they heard Saltwater Gospel. So
look, we're looking forward to a couple of parrot heads in the audience from now on. Hopefully we can get a little piece of that. That would be good.
No, I was thinking that I think it was someone you guys are quite familiar with, Miranda, who told some other artists that, you know, hey, don't worry if there are hits on the radio. Are they still showing up for your shows? Then don't worry about the radio. Yeah, and that's true.
And we're all overly excited to show up for the show.
Yeah. Well, we are too. We are excited about playing music and playing Saltwater Gospel and hopefully putting out new music and getting out there and just playing some songs, man.
So every year we always finish interviews with some crazy questions. You just got to spit out the first thing that you think of. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Is this pre?
Fire away.
Yes, this is pre-recorded. All right. Biggest pet peeve.
COVID, pandemics.
Great answer. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate.
Yeah, vanilla is just too vanilla.
I like to mix them together, maybe.
Oh, now we're talking. Your guilty pleasure.
Chocolate.
I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it until I got back on the road, but it's being in front of an audience. I didn't realize how much I missed that and how much like it personally, I really enjoy that and need that in my life.
So if you've got a whole day to do nothing, we usually ask this question because the bands never have a whole day to do nothing. Your perfect day.
Nap.
Yes.
For me, something on the water. Anything that has to do with water. If I could pick a hot day, pool, ocean, lake,
beer.
So I would sleep in, which I don't get to do anymore. Sleep in. So maybe not now, but if I'm, you know, definitely ocean or mountains, go for a nice hike. Just go see our surroundings.
So if we went onto your bus, what will we find in your fridge?
mixers.
Actually, I know I'm in the Costco parking lot. It's kind of weird, but I went and got snacks for the bus before our last run and just stocked it up. I had seriously got everything off the shelves that I don't buy for my house. So it's like a freezer full of pizza rolls and all the stuff that I just don't get for it. It looks like a college fridge right now.
Nothing wrong with that. Favorite movie?
Oh, Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption is Mike's favorite
Yes!
Yeah.
That's a great movie. So if you could have dinner with anyone alive or dead, who would it be?
Springsteen.
In person?
Springsteen. For me.
Anyone alive or dead? If you could have a dinner date with anyone alive or dead, who would it be? You got Springsteen. That's a great answer.
A dinner date?
Yeah.
Well, we've been talking Jimmy Buffett. I would love to hang out with him in person. He's so much fun over Zoom, but there's something that gets lost in translation. So it'd be fun to do that in person.
All right. I think you guys passed the test. We can't wait to see you. Like we said, third time's the charm, September 18th with all the sing-along songs.
It's going to happen.
Yes. Just
From
like
your lips to God's ears.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
I just have
All right.
one request.
What's
Yeah.
Can you show up on time?
that? Well, 50-50 shot. You got a 50-50.
Wow.
I just had to bust your balls. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Wow.
bust them.
Forward
We
to
deserve
that.
it.
We earned it.
Enjoy your Costco trip. Enjoy your families. And we'll see you on September 18th.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, y'all.
See you then.
Thank you.
All right. Be safe.
Bye.